to understand the why before I can proceed with the how. That's just how my brain works. So why is it important? Why is it even a big deal? If I can't see the ductwork, why does it matter if it's leaking? Trevor, Justin, anybody have
I just always allude to our customers that most HVAC companies see the boxes, the equipment part of your system, and we look deeper into what your problems could be. And this is a problem that everybody had. Nobody knows it exists. And until 2010, there were no solutions. The best HVAC companies in the world could, by hand, take every seam, crease, and crevice of your ductwork, but there are still going to be physical limitations. AeroSeal is what really revolutionized this industry, and we are the only contractor in Southwest Missouri who offers it to our customers. Justin, you want to give us the details on how exactly
now you
the
can
process?
Tell us the how.
Yeah.
Now I understand the why.
Yeah, so like he said, we can hand seal every joint, and when he says hand seal every joint, we're talking about every metal to metal connection. If you think about how many metal to metal connections are in a ductwork system, there's literally hundreds, maybe even thousands in an all metal ductwork. So a lot of homeowners and heating and air professionals believe that all metal ductwork is the way to go. You get better airflow through your ductwork system that way. Air flows through there nicely instead of flex duct. Well, that's great. You get good airflow, but it has a lot of leaks, a lot of seams, and people don't realize that for every mechanical metal to metal connection, it's a half of 1%. So it doesn't take long. A half of 1% times 400. Pretty soon you're at 20% or leakage on your heating and cooling system.
So what's the average that we run into on most homes across America? What's the average duct leakage?
We're running into in our area around 25 to 30%. I think is very, very common. We've had some that are half.
Right. But we don't think about it, right? No. Because it's air. But what if it was your plumbing? What if your plumbing was leaking 25 to 30% everywhere in your house? That would be pretty noticeable. Absolutely. That would be pretty messy. That would be a lot of wasted water too, a lot of wasted energy, and a lot of stuff to clean up. So we don't think about it because it's air.
Well, air is invisible. Mm-hmm. And so, but if the air was, as soon as it leaked out of your ductwork, it was suddenly purple. Right. Everybody would walk into their home and it would just be a purple haze inside of their home or outside their home, depending on which part was leaking. If your ductwork is pushing air to the outside, let's say that your supply ductwork is in the attic or in the crawl space, and you are leaking air to that space, then the house portion where you just pulled air from is in a negative pressure. And so it's got to replace that air from somewhere. Mm-hmm. So window salesmen are fantastic about saying, hey, you need to replace your drafty windows. Well, last time I checked, I wasn't able to blow air through glass. I don't know that any of us could here, but you can blow air around glass.
Around it, absolutely.
Well, if you've got air leaking around your windows, there's a good chance that you're blowing air into your crawl space or your attic, and you're feeling the negative consequence of that negative pressure in your house, and it's pulling it around your windows and your doors, and so you're now having to heat or cool that air that's being pushed into your house.
So everything's working harder to compensate.
Absolutely. Makes a huge difference as far as how well the system can operate. But I think a good amount of the industry really as a whole they'll just put in bigger.
Sure. If you're not getting a third of it, right? If you have a 3 ton and you're only getting 2 tons of air, then that's the answer, right?
That's the answer.
You need more.
Yeah, you need more. Listen, I want to do my part to help with global warming, but I am not willing to shoulder that monetary requirement for that to happen. And I think with today's electric rates and fuel rates for propane, natural gas at some point is going to get crazy too. The way the world is going, I don't want to bear that.
Bigger's not better when it comes to
it is not. It is absolutely not.